You and your husband, Chasten, adopted twins in August. Mazel tov, first of all. And you did something unusual, maybe unprecedented for a male cabinet secretary. You took a month-long paternity leave. Obviously, you did this for your family, but it also sparked a conversation in this country, about family leave. And I think, as you know, we're, I think, the only industrialized country in the world that doesn't have, sort of federal paid paternity leave. There's a provision in the Build Back Better plan by the administration that would provide for that. It's been steadfastly opposed by Senator Manchin of West Virginia. I'm just wondering, what are you doing to try to get this enacted? And have you spoken to Senator Manchin, tried to persuade him to change his mind, given him the benefit of what you've learned going through this experience yourself?
So bottom line is we ought to have paid leave in this country. As you correctly pointed out, it's something that people in pretty much every other country, and not just the wealthy countries, can count on. And it's something that most Americans believe is the right thing to do. I don't know how or when we'll get there legislatively, but I believe we'll get there, and we're going to continue pushing for it. Personally, it was extremely important to us. I knew that, by the way, federal employees, career employees get 12 weeks now. And that was one of the very few things to happen under the last administration that I strongly agree with. And I think it happened because, again, there's a bipartisan sense of agreement, at least, among the American people, that it's appropriate. Because of the nature of the job, I obviously couldn't take a 12 weeks away. But I do think that leave should be available, and when it is available to people, that you ought to take it. And that's true for men as well as women. And I'll also tell you, while of course I was taking care of business, anything that couldn't wait, anything that needed my attention throughout, that leave was probably the hardest I've ever worked. And I'm very, very accustomed to very hard work, whether it's running for president or on a military deployment or being mayor. I've never been a stranger to 80-hour work weeks. But this is the first job I've had where being a dad where, for a while, work began at 3 a.m. and it just went from there.
That'll end eventually, but it might take a long time.
It's already much better. I got woken up at 3 a.m. last night, but I got to go back to bed by 3:30, and it felt like a victory.
Yeah, good. Senator Manchin, have you spoken to him about this? Do you plan to?
I'm not going to publicize conversations that I'm having with members, but obviously anybody who wants to know about my personal experiences and what it means for how I come at these policies, I'm always eager to tell them.